You're damn right. Welcome to Soundcheck, coming to you from the Moose Pit here in OKC. It's Soundcheck, and the Moose back with you, slaving over a hot microphone. We're doing a little test on the YouTube, like YouTube said that you could stream now. You could stream to your followers or whatever, and I thought, oh, well, we'll give that a shot. So you could just look on YouTube for Metal Moose Radio, and I'll be there. So we're going to stream for a little while, see how that goes. And also, you can find us on iTunes, YouTube, Spreaker, Mixcloud, all of those fun places. iHeartRadio is another place you can hear this show. So if you're not familiar with the show, what we do here on Soundcheck is we find the most awesome, amazing underground metal, hard rock, punk, industrial, genty, fresh rock stuff. So, and then we put it on the show and we play it, and then we talk about it amongst each other. We talk amongst each other about the songs, and then you can text 424-666-7356. You can text that in and tell me what you think about the bands, what you think about me, all of that good stuff. So, and then we're gonna, I'm gonna rate the bands. I'm gonna say if I like them, I'm gonna say, hey, I would wear your shirt. Then if I don't like them, I'm going to say I wouldn't wear your shirt because I don't wear shirts of bands that suck. So it's kind of a roundabout way of me seeing that you suck if I don't wear your shirt. But I don't want to say you suck in those exact words. So, yeah, man, music tonight from The Adventurer, Soigil, Chambre Friati, Evoke the Lords, Apelic, and Mutank, Solar Temple, a bunch of crazy stuff I've never heard. You've probably never heard either. That's what makes this show amazing, because of everything you hear, unless you're just like a metal aficionado and you live in the underground, you don't know anything about it. And I don't either, because I'm hearing them for the first time just like you. So I'm going to give my little review. I call it a micro review because it's real quick. I liked this. I liked that. I didn't like this. Hey, what's up, Danny Shrivbeer? I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but the YouTube thing's going pretty good so far. So like I said, make sure and find the show on YouTube. If this goes well, I'll just stream it on YouTube every time, and we'll do that. And it'll be fun. So, but I really, really want you to get involved and get on the YouTube or text us. Like I said, 424-666-7356, and give us your opinion. Send us a picture. Tell us you're naked. Whatever, a taco recipe. We're big on those. I'm a fan of tacos. So yeah, man. So we're going to check out some metal. Hope you have a good time with it. And listen, it's okay if you want to get naked and talk about tacos, because who doesn't want to do that? Coming up right now is a band called Adventurer, and I have no clue. Like I said, I've never heard it, but I'm guessing this is some sort of instrumental gent kind of thing. I like to guess, and usually I'm wrong, so that's another fun part of the show. And it comes to you live from the Moose Pit here in Oklahoma City, so just buckle it up, Buttercup. It's about to get heavy in all kinds of ways. I mean, with a host like this, it's definitely heavy. Here we go, Adventurer from the Moose Pit in OKC. Buckle it up, Buttercup. Here we go.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
Everything seems out of reach. Was it meant to be this way? fall into entropy. Tired of it all, I'm so incomplete without your love. I'm just some kind of guy who I still look on the brighter side of negativity. I'm so insensitive towards everything but me, but that keeps me breathing, bitch. Why am I so incomplete? I know that I could be something. Everything seems out of reach. Was it meant to be this way? Was it meant to be this way? I'd kill myself by jumping to your ego down to your IQ. Can't tell me how it is. You can only tell me how you feel. Don't pretend. What is real? What is You can't tell me how it is. You can only tell me how you feel. Don't pretend. What is real?
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
Adventurer. I was talking to the people on YouTube. We're doing the whole YouTube stream. Somebody from Germany tuning in, which is super, super cool. And as well as the crew from over at Hellion Social Media hanging out with us tonight. So like I said, make sure and go to the YouTube. And I don't know how long YouTube will record. So this video may only be like 15 minutes long or something like that. I don't know. So we're going to try, or until my battery runs out, one of the two. So, yeah, man, Adventurer, really good. Like I was saying to them on the video, it has a Linkin Park kind of vocal line to it. Very poppy, very syrupy, very big rock radio, but musically it was kind of a poppier it reminded me of like Sea in the Sky, very, very melodic, gent-esque kind of music, but not like slam gent, or, it wasn't like super deathcore gent. It was really poppy. I can see that being a huge hit. I would definitely wear the shirt, and I would definitely tell people to check them out, because I think that's something. There's a wide range of people who would like that. Like I was saying, I don't know if a Dissection fan's going to be like, yeah! They might be like, their music's for girls, and nah, I don't think I'm gonna listen to it. But I'm telling you, I like Dissection, and I think it was awesome. So I would wear the shirt, and I'm a fan. I would give that a 4.5 taco rating. It was that good, and to get that, you better be awesome, because I don't just give out 4.5 tacos. Not when you're as big as me. Giving away tacos that's like sacred. That's like saying I want to marry you. So anyway, yeah, man, Adventurer, really, really good. Make sure and find Soundcheck on iTunes, on iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Stitcher. Yeah, man, we're everywhere. We're kind of like that girl in junior high that liked you that you didn't like. We'll find you. Okay, Apalic, I don't know how to say it, but it sounds like another genty thing, and there's a lot of that. So we're going to get into it right now on the Soundcheck on YouTube and on your speakers right now.
Hello there, grind children. This is the Grind Mother, and you are listening to the Metal Moose Show.
My mom died after my sis was born. There were control, all do what she had to.
This is Billy V, lead guitars and show producer for Darkitect, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio.
This is Joel from Bent to Break, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio.
Hey, baby, this is Rachel Record from the Crash Dolls, and I'm a chick that rocks on Metal Moose.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
Okay, I've decided that I'm going to call that band Apple Lick because that's just the way that I can pronounce it, Apple Lick. And apparently I found out from somebody on YouTube that it's a constant state of being a vegetable is what that means, is Apple Lick, whatever. I don't know my medical terms, but that's what it is. So that song was much badassness. That was it had that Swedish Gothenburg kind of melodic guitar grind to it. Also had a little bit of that old Swedish guitar tone, a little chainsaw-ish, very rugged around the edges. Not like Bloodbath style, not like Left Hand Path style, but in that era, you could describe it as kind of like that Swedish overtones. If you have, maybe they're a Swedish band, and then it's not an overtone; they're just Swedish. So, yeah, man. Really good. I would love a shirt. I would love it. By the way, when I say that I love a shirt, that means I love your band. That means I'm going to tell people when they say, hey, what is that on your shirt? And I say, oh, well, this is Apple Lick. And I don't know if that's what they're really called, but they're really good. You should check them out. That happens a lot because I'm the Moose, and when people see me wearing a metal shirt, they ask me about it. So, and I'd love for you to send me one. You can just contact me on Facebook. And, by email, moose@themetalmoose.com, and I'll get you all the info. And I've had so many great bands send shirts, and I wear them, and I tell people about them. So I would totally give that a 4 taco rating once again. And if you don't understand that, I'm a very large fellow, and I love tacos, so I don't give them away freely. So if I give you a 4 taco rating, that's a big deal because I'm fat and I eat a lot of tacos, and that's just who it is. So if I'm giving up my tacos for you, that's pretty sweet. So just throwing that out there. Hey, listen, I wanted to throw this out real quick to everybody. I do this for free. I don't make any money doing this. I don't have any paid sponsors or anything like that. I would love some. If you'd like to be a paid sponsor, please let me know. But you can go to the website, themetalmoose.com, and there's a little button, a donate button. It's all PayPal. I don't see any information, anything like that. I'm not going to steal your credit card info. So you can make a donation, and we appreciate those, and we use those for things like microphones and laptops and stuff. And we'd like to print out some T-shirts maybe soon. We still have some Moose T-shirts laying around here somewhere, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, man. So if you have the disposable income and can make a donation, we'd appreciate that, because donations, I say we. I would appreciate it. There's no we. It's me. So Barrows with Entrada, which I think is Spanish, right? Here we go.
This is Ben from Go to War, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio.
Barrows there with Entrada. That was an all-instrumental track, and it was very Cure. That was literally like, it sounded like a song off of a Cure record, which I love the Cure, don't get me wrong, but normally the deal is when I accept music for this show, I don't listen to it on purpose so I can give my honest opinion when I hear it on the show, so I can do my little, sound check thing. That was cool. Like, I would listen to that on a normal basis, being good stuff, but it wasn't what I expected at all. Of course, I just expected, which, that's the majority of what we get. So it was okay, man. I liked it. I would listen to it again, but I don't know about the shirt because I don't know what Entrada means. I think that means enter, right? Entrada? Right, yeah, so I don't know. Okay, real quick, so I get a whole bunch of time here because there was a big, long, probably freaky stoner noise thing at the end of that I cut off because I didn't want to put you guys through it. So I want to tell you guys about the Metalhead Box real quick. If you don't know what the Metalhead Box is, you need to make sure and go to themetalheadbox.com and check it out. It's a cool box, man, of amazing metal goodies like CDs and posters and magazines, and they have like coffee mugs and koozies and patches and buttons, and it's just the most kick-ass thing I've ever seen in my entire life. As a matter of fact, as soon as I saw it, the very first day that I saw it on Facebook, I subscribed that day. I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. I got to have it. They don't pay me to say this. I just say it because I like it. And I know that Melissa from Full Blast PR has something to do with it, and she's always been super cool to me. They're up in Canada, so I'm wearing my Canada hat tonight, by the way, my Blue Jays hat, which I could care less about the Blue Jays, but it's got a big maple leaf on the front, so it's my homage to my Canadian homies at, Full Blast and Asher Media and, all the cool people in Canada that listen to the show and stuff. Martin Popoff from Brave Words. There you go. Yeah, man. So it's a great thing, Metalhead Box. And also, I want to tell you guys, if you happen to be here in the Oklahoma City area, I'm finding out more and more that people from Germany and Brazil and Italy and all these strange places, they're not strange, they're great. Germany's awesome. I'm sure Italy's awesome too. But I've always, when I started this whole deal, I thought, it's going to be huge in Oklahoma and everybody's here. But I'm finding out that the show's going out to a lot of places across the world. But I do have people that listen in Oklahoma. And if you are looking for tattoos, if you see me on YouTube, I got a bunch of them. So my tattoo guy is Josh Poindexter at Tornado Tattoo here in Oklahoma City. Just look him up on Facebook or Google Tornado Tattoo OKC, and just tell him the Moose sent you, man. He's gonna treat you like family either way. But if he knows that you heard about it on the Moose Show, he's gonna love that. So make sure and visit them, and and visit them if you aren't stuck in the new appointed travel ban that happened today. Because it's not a political show, but I think it's kind of funny how blind people are that he got his guy in the Supreme Court, and all these other people were blocking the travel ban, and well, of course his guy's going to take it off for him. So travel ban now enforced again. So I'm sure there'll be riots here in the United States tonight, which is a lot of fun because we need more riots, which helps everything. People just breaking and looting and, raping people. That helps nothing. But thank you for showing why America's great. Thank you. Anyway, coming up next is, this has got to be French because I'm not going to be able to say it right. Chambre Froide. F-R-O-I-D-E. Chambre. Or as they would say it here in the southern states of Chambre Froide. Yeah. So something like that. Anyway, it sounds French to me. We're going to check it out and see what Gojira is French, right? So there's some stuff coming out of France. It's okay. Gojira, which, that's Godzilla for those of you who don't know. Here we go on Soundcheck.
With the latest in high-octane Metal Moose. You've been weighed, you've been measured, you've been found wanting. Metal Moose. For the latest in high-octane Metal Moose. Visit them on Facebook at Metal Moose Radio for weekly podcasts and more up-to-date information and events. Metal Moose.
This is John from Doghouse Swine out of New Jersey, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio. Love you guys, man.
John Kelly there from Doghouse Swine and Level 7 and every other cool band that's ever hit the planet. That guy's my brother from another mother. Greatest dude you'll ever meet. So Chambre Freud, whatever the hell it's called. Very Panzerfaust, black metal, Dark Throne-esque, ugly, gritty. Then there at the end, just to surprise people, they threw in a little bit of Neptune Towers. So if you catch the Neptune Towers reference, then you, my friend, have some metal in you. So I'm not going to tell you who that is, but just, look it up if you don't know what it is, because, it'll surprise you, I think. Listen, I want to say thank you wherever you're tuning in from, whatever country or state. Dimmu Borgir-esque. No, I felt more Panzerfaust. It really had a deep Panzerfaust Dark Throne influence. It wasn't quite symphonic enough to be Dimmu-esque. But listen, I want to thank everybody for tuning in wherever country, however you're listening on your phone, in your car, on your computer. I think YouTube is one of the best ways to do it because you can turn it on at work, sit back and listen to a good show, and and bug the crap out of your coworkers. And it's free. And on YouTube, there's every single show that I've ever made is on there. So, well, every show I've made that's been Metal Moose or Soundcheck. You won't find any Dirt Talk or Rapture Radio or any of that stuff on there. So anyway, yeah, man, YouTube, and then also iTunes. It's on Google Play as well. For the Android users out there. It's there's no way you can't find it. It's everywhere. So you plug it in, you get loud, you listen to it, you experience a bunch of new metal that you've never heard before, and you get it all from a pretty charming radio host. Yeah, so themetalmoose.com is where you go to find the show and donate if you want to do that. And like I said, Facebook is also a good way because we post a show on Facebook. We also put a link to all the bands that we play on the show. And that way, if you like them, which we want you to like them, then you can go to their page and order a CD, get a T-shirt, support the bands, let them know you heard them on Soundcheck. That's also helpful, so yeah. So it's one of those things where you can give a little recognition to a band that you've never heard of before, and you're like, hey, I like these guys. This next song is a song about my ex going to the bathroom. Evoke thy Lord's blood.
You're listening to the Metal Moose.
That's life, wasn't fair.
Okay, I did this on the last show, and I'll do it again in case I didn't get the message across, and I'm doing it on YouTube, so here it is for everybody to see. I don't like the blues. I'm not a blues fan. I've never been a blues fan. It just, on occasion, somebody will come along like Stevie Ray Vaughan that'll do it for me a little bit. You know, I like old, you know, Crossroads, you know, kind of blues stuff, you know. I don't know how to explain it better, but I'm not a big bluesy fan. I like it when blues is incorporated to a point. You know, like Blood Duster is really good at, you know, incorporating some blues, or, you know, a bigger band that does it, that more people would understand, is Hell Yeah, does a good job of throwing that Texas groove in there. I call it beer metal. But blues, as in blues itself, I'm not just a, you know, Robert Johnson. That's the real blues to me. That kind of stuff. You know, so anyway, that wasn't really my kind of a deal. Blues, death metal. It was kind of that sludgy, but it wasn't NOLA sludgy. It was literally Mississippi mud blues. Like I think Jakey Lee got ruined by the blues. I mean, you know, Badlands was great and everything, but that's not Ozzy Osbourne, Jakey Lee. So yeah, I'm going to get killed for saying that, but it's just the truth. I'm not a blues guy. I'm white. You know what I mean? I don't have any reason to even understand the blues. I'm a white middle class guy. I don't know what it's like to live on the crossroads, and you know, I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for saying that, but it's true. I don't understand. That's why I don't like rap. I'm a fat white guy. How can I even understand what it's like to live in the, you know, projects and stuff? Anyway, it's just so. I'm explaining stuff I don't need to explain. It just happens. Anyway, so yeah, no, not for me. That band was not really my cup of tea. So I'm not saying that you sucked, because it was, you know, it was nicely performed and it was, you know, solid. But I just blues death metal. Nah, not for me. This band has 2 L's in the beginning of their name. Lemestus. The noose hangs from heaven. I feel some satanic black metal coming on. Soundcheck.
The Moose rocks Canada. with the Moose.
All right, it's the only black metal band in the history of the world with 2 L's at the beginning of their name, Nemesis. That was very ugly, very demo quality, though I will give them credit. It does say demo on there. Ugly, 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 grim black metal kind of stuff. So here's my deal with that. And listen, I'm a black metal fan, and black metal is either really good to me or it's just midline or it sucks. And that to me was very midline. There's a lot of bands doing what that band does. So what separates them from all the other bands doing that? I don't know. So that's what makes me want to say to a band like that, you've got to kind of do something to separate yourself. I don't know if that's setting yourself on fire on stage, I don't know, saying that you don't like ketchup or whatever it is, So the music was okay. I would probably wear the shirt just because, like I said, I'm a black metal fan. But it just it's a big ocean of grim black metal bands out there that sound just like that. So why am I going to listen to Lemastus or whatever it is over the other 15 million, bands that sound that way? So that's the way I look at that. I would wear the shirt because it's a black metal and it's probably a cool evil shirt. As long as there's no nuns and goats having sex on the shirt, that's always, I'm not into bestiality. Yeah. So you guys you can have those. You can have the nuns and goat thing. Yeah, so I would wear the shirt unless it had that on it, and then I wouldn't wear it. But yeah, like I said, because it's probably cool. Black metal shirts are usually pretty awesome. They're not as good as the deathcore shirts where you can't read the name of the band. Well, I don't know. Some black metal logos are pretty insane. So, man, so listen, yeah, it's not something that I'm going to tell people they need to go check out, because if you've heard a band that sounds like that, you've kind of heard them all. So, I mean, I hate to say that, but that's just kind of the brunt of the truth when it comes to black metal. I mean, you can get down to brass tacks with my friend Brad Smith and talk about the difference between Judas Iscariot, and whoever else you want to, early Emperor, and get into the guitar tones. And no, I don't have time. Either the music's good to me and I dig it, or it's there's plenty of black metal to go around out there. So, and I think that there's about that much really good. Somebody's going to take a picture of this, and I know what they're going to say. Good black metal out there, but you can't go wrong with Old Dark Throne, Mayhem, and Judas Iscariot's good, so you can't make fun of them either. Or even how October Falls turned into black metal, which I think that dude's a damn genius. If you don't know who they are, go back and listen to the old acoustic stuff first. Yeah, Monobrow, for real, Monobrow. Right
this
here.
is Michael from the band Bag of Bones, and you're listening to the Metal Moose.
This is Derek from Scissortooth. You're listening to the Moose.
This is Ben from Go War, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio.
This is Ben DeVoe from Inverted Serenity, and you are listening to the Moose.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
Yeah, I thought I'd call in and let you know what I think about the show, man. I tell you, it's real comical. You must be fucking delusional. You dumb damn Cheeto dust, man. What?
I got to be honest with you, man. The monobrow there was really, really lengthy and breathy. Lots of room going on there, and quite frankly, it was really kind of boring. I was kind of waiting for that build up and that that crescendo, and that it just didn't happen. Yeah, it just kind of was there, and it's kind of, you know what it felt like to me? It kind of felt like somebody invited me to come see their teenage son's new band. I mean, zero frills, zero. Just kind of, I mean, it was, I guess the most impressive thing about it was the length, and I mean, sometimes length ain't everything. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it just for me it was a kind of a no. Just didn't really work for me. I know there's a lot of people who are into that, that just want to load up a big old bowl and eat Cheetos and Oreos and listen to stuff like that. And I get it, I understand there's a total audience for that, but for me, like I said, length ain't always everything. All right, yeah. So, hey, man, I hope you're enjoying the show. Watching on YouTube. I like I said, I'm going to do this, tonight, and we'll see how it goes. And if enough people want it, then they'll tell me they want it. And do you want it? It's my little It reference there for the night. If they want it, then I'll do it more. And if not, then that's okay too. Because I know it's hard to look at this and not be able to get close to it. Anyway, so yeah. Live on YouTube tonight, so you can always find the show on iTunes, at the website themetalmoose.com, on Pinterest. Actually, yes, it's on Pinterest. On YouTube, you can just go to Google and type Metal Moose Radio, which I know the show is called Soundcheck. I know that's got a lot of people confused. They're like, why is it Metal Moose Radio if it's Soundcheck? Because I'm the Metal Moose, and I started Metal Moose Radio in 2014, and it's still me. It's still me doing the show. It's just a different format. Like people used to ask all the time about, what do you think about the music, man? Come on, Moose. What do you think? Well, I get tired of people asking me what I thought. So I thought, you know what? I'll just start telling people what I think. So here it is. We really started it in December of 2016. So we're coming up on, getting close to a year of doing this, and it's done really well. I'm super excited about it. So hope you like it too. A lot of people are saying that my facial comments are fantastic and that the behind the scenes comments are fun. Just, I do what I can. Coming up next, Mutank.
This is Billy V, lead guitars and show producer for Darkitect, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio.
This is Joel from Bent to Break, and you're listening to Metal Moose Radio.
Hey, baby, this is Rachel Record from the Crash Dolls, and I'm a chick that rocks on Metal Moose.
You are listening to the Metal Moose.
I ran across that the other day, and I was like, I totally forgot about that bumper. It's beautiful. So Mutank with Fog, that to me was like very, 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 very Dead Kennedys. That was so on the borderline of punk thrash. It really, I could see Jello Biafra just, slamming himself on the floor, covering himself in poop, So, but being a fan of the Dead Kennedys, I liked it a lot. I loved that. It's kind of like middle finger to the world right there. That is just like, this is gonna be ugly, and you're gonna like it. Kind of fun stuff. I mean, I like that attitude behind the music was good. I mean, the production sounded like an 8-track. If you're lucky. So yeah, man, I liked it. It was just kind of screw everybody, and here we are, and I'm a fan. Yeah, so I like that. I would wear that shirt. I would totally wear that just to piss people off. Yeah, I would wear that shirt, and I could probably only give that probably like a 3.5 rating, because I think most people would probably hate that. But I thought it was cool. It was like a pizza, you know what I mean? It's just completely not good for you, but oh so good. Like tacos. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, man, so I'm a fan of that. I'm a big fan of that. Hey, real quick, I think I forgot to mention this on the last show. Thank you to Death by Metal STL, Death by Metal St. Louis. St. Louis is a good metal town, man. Final Drive. I don't really need to say anything else, but yeah, man. So thanks to Death by Metal STL for their support. Also, the FYFC podcast. Those guys have always been really cool to us, and I have no idea why. None. I've never even spoken to Fear or anybody else over there, but they treat us like they like us. So next is one, Blackfast. Yeah, okay. New York in 64, Her Chosen Hell. Very interested in this one. Let's see.
You're listening to the Metal Moose.
All right, so NY and 64 there. So I got a question on the YouTube thing asking how I discern between music that I like and I don't like, and metal and not metal. I listen to a lot of non-metal music because I like music. I mean, it's not just a categorized deal for me. Using the term metal moose was the biggest mistake I ever made because there are bands that have not sent in music because they're afraid it's not metal enough, and that was a mistake from the beginning because NY and 64 right there, that wasn't metal and in any way, shape, or form. I don't think you could take any part of that song and categorize it as metal, but I thought it was effing flawless. It was beautiful. It was transient. It took you. It was soundscape-esque, which I think is a big deal. I think it's more of a talent to be able to take people on a journey in a song than it is to write a hit song. To me, to be able to create emotion and a voice and all of those things, that's so much more important to me. And that, to me, was an awesome piece of music. That's one of those people that I'll go back and luckily, most of the bands that send me stuff send me their whole album, so I'll go back and listen to some more of that because it was killer. That's something I would put on my phone, and put in the car and listen to. It's good driving music, and there's only so much you can take before you need a little bit of something like that. So I can take a lot of that, but my voice is now shredded, so I can't do it again. Anyway, really good. NY64, very cool. I mean, I had no clue what that was going to sound like. The name was interesting, and name is a big deal to me. When I get music, names kind of flow how I pick the bands. I'm like, oh, okay, this band is called Lettuce Chopper Death. Yeah, maybe, but you get an interesting name, then I expect interesting music, and Lettuce Chopper Death doesn't really sound that interesting to me. I mean, we've all worked in fast food, right? Okay, so, yeah, coming up next is a band that has an interesting name, and it also has an interesting song title, which means I expect a lot out of it. Their name is Sojil, 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 and the song is called Alive in a Sea of Dying Flowers, which, I mean, that I automatically, before I've heard anything, I expect a lot out of this. It's a thought-out name. It's got, you can picture things. That's a big deal to me. It's not just, Kentucky Fried Chicken Massacre, which, don't get me wrong, that's a good song. But Sojil on Soundcheck with the Moose from OKC.
are listening to the Metal Moose.
So Jill, that's one of my favorite kinds of music, the Catatonia-esque doom kind of thing. I'm a big fan of that. I think they do a really good job at it. I think that it is also a crowded field in music, but it's one of those kind of music that, at one point in time had such a huge following with Catatonia and Rapture and Moon Sorrow and November's Doom and not that there aren't still bands out there like that, but its prominence has kind of passed away with the changing of sounds of music. Like Catatonia doesn't sound anything like that anymore. So that kind of scene, while still alive in the far underground, is not, I don't think, as prominent as it used to be. And I'm happy when I hear bands out there doing it again, because you've got that band Sojul, and then I had Wrath of Echoes on the show, who did a really, really good job of that kind of music as well. So I'm always happy when I hear something like that that's new. So yeah, I'm a fan. I would wear the shirt for sure. And I got what I expected out of it. It was interesting. It was melancholy. It had textures. It had moods. All big things to me. So yeah, I'm a fan. I would totally give that 4 tacos. Good. It was just solid. It was a little lengthy. I think that is probably, in my opinion, the biggest mistake for bands in that genre is the thought that the longer it is, that the more epic it's going to be or whatever. But I don't think that is always necessarily the case. And I think that sometimes it works against them, because people get tired of it and they're like, okay, this is long enough. I get it, So besides that, it was a really cool piece of music. I dig it. I'd love to have a autographed CD and a shirt for sure. Just contact me on Facebook if you can spare those for me, because I'll put them in my case with my signed CDs, and the shirt I'll wear if it's big enough. I need to have a 3X, and that's like an American 3X. So if you're Scandinavian or something, that needs to be like a 5X. Who was it that sent me? Yeah, Hext from Sweden sent me a triple X, and it won't fit on my right butt cheek, but it's an awesome shirt. I love it. But it's just a little tiny. So, yeah, I can't wear it. Coming up, here's another one. Why in the hell are bands with Unghessen? Yeah, Unghessen. Yeah, so I don't know what that is or what it means, but it sounds very dark and grim, and the name of the song is Gramgebuget. It's something that's German, maybe? That's got to be German. Yeah, because the title of the album is German. Yeah, so it's Ungbegessen in their Germanness, the Germany-esque name. We're going to check them out, see what kind of music it is, and see if we like it. And, that's what we do here on The Check. And make sure and, share it with your friends. That's kind of what this is all about, is sharing metal that nobody's heard of before, and getting it out there to people that dig metal. And that's you, and that's me, and Bobby McGee, right? Yeah, Ungehessen on Soundcheck. Poorly produced, extremely long instrumental black metal. Remind me to never waste my time with that again. Man, that why? What was the point of that? It sounded like a karaoke track for a Dark Throne song. I don't even know what the hell why. So, yeah, for me that's a big fat heavy duty. No way in hell I'll ever listen to that again. So I am sorry I wasted like 9 minutes of your life with that one. Yeah, so it's Soundcheck, and sometimes that happens. Sometimes because I don't listen to the songs before I play them, I just play them. Sometimes you get a folk song, and sometimes you get an instrumental black metal song, which that's just so like it doesn't even. It's a double negative. It doesn't even make sense. So yeah, I'm not impressed. I'm kind of pissed because. I kept waiting and waiting. I was like, okay, this is just the same thing on loop, and it's just boring the snot out of me. So yeah, I'm not a fan. I wouldn't wear the shirt because I wouldn't wish that on, somebody who was starving for entertainment, that I could point them to I don't know. Yeah, something. So I could point them to watching a refrigerator, which would be more entertaining to me. But yeah, so I wasn't a fan of that Opergejor or whatever your German name thing is. I love Germany, and it's one of my favorite places, but that was not in any way, that wasn't even funny. Like, we just wasted time. Like, I want that time back. So, it's one of those things that I guess you have to sacrifice when you do a show like this and you listen to a long, really crappy instrumental black metal song. So I hate to say, it happens sometimes. Well, it's Moose here with you in the Moose Pit here in OKC. Hope you guys caught the YouTube feed. I don't know if it'll show up on YouTube or not, but maybe it will. We'll see. Vigilance, Flames of Voodoo.
You're listening to the Metal Moose.
Attention, Iron Maiden, you have yourself a lawsuit on your hands, and, but, that was kind of, like, cool to listen to. It was kind of like unreleased B-sides, Iron Maiden songs you've never heard, instrumental. So it was, if you're really into Maiden instrumentals, I just bit my tongue. Jesus Christ, that hurt. Then that's for you. Like, I could totally, like, listen to that in my car. It was just, like I said, it's like listening to new Maiden that you've never heard. And you're like, yeah, this is totally badass. But wait a minute, that's not Maiden. That's Vigilance. So, yeah, there's a lawsuit there. Just throwing that out there. I mean, don't tell me that Bruce Dickinson, you weren't waiting for him to come in. Because I was. I was like, okay, come on, Bruce. Here we go, buddy. Yeah, so lots of instrumentals this show. We got to watch out for that crap. That's because, a couple of them were a little rough, man. We're going to last song tonight, Wolven Guard. Okay, we'll check it out on Soundcheck. Okay, Wolfengard. I mean, despite your goofy ass name, that was really good. Guitar lead was fan-damn-tastic. Listen, guys, real quick here. I would wear the shirt, Wolfengard. Send me one. 3X, please. Hey, guys, you wake up, you kick ass, you be kind, you repeat. That's how you do things, Moose style. That's how we do it here in the land of the Moose and Soundcheck, coming to you from the Moose Pit in OKC. Soundcheck. Till next time, take care.
All rights to the music heard on the Metal Moose are reserved by the authors, their labels, or authorized representatives that permitted their material to be used. The Metal Moose holds no rights to any music played on the show. Go to themetalmoose.com to submit your music to be heard on the show. Metal Moose accepts donations of money, Cheetos, bacon, and naked pictures. Thank you for tuning in and subscribe on iTunes. Rock out while you rack out, and consider yourself moosed.